Welcome to another episode of Daily Dead Cells here on Games Done Slow and Bad, and a lot has happened off camera. The reason is that we were getting kind of stagnant, so what I did was I went through and did a whole bunch of runs and collected a whole bunch of materials, and hopefully by doing that we'll have some more consistently good runs. Again, I did that because it felt like we were getting kind of stagnant, right? It felt like we were always getting to the same rough and tumble area. And then things were either going exceptionally well or exceptionally badly. And then we were generally bombing out right at the hand of the king. So in order to shift that dynamic a little bit, I have played ahead a little bit, and I'll go through any high points that I think are worth mentioning. Now, again, in your time, this is going to seem like no time at all. In my time, it has been a little bit, because I have been chain recording in order to get the runs up that I had, and now that we're caught up essentially to where I chain recorded to, I have to try and noodle out where I was. One thing is that we've unlocked a deal more weapons, and I think that's pretty huge because in a lot of cases our weapon set was not getting it done for us. And you'll see we've also unlocked all the potions, a bigger cache of money when we die, a number of mutations, not that many, mind. Here we go. So you see I'm down to just restock. I've gotten several of the melee weapons. I'm almost to another shield. We're going to start using shields. I have been practicing shields. I had a couple of really good shield runs, and the reason those are not up is strictly because I wasn't rolling when I did them. So, damn shame, because we were doing exceptionally well there. Mutation from you. Tell you what, for right now, let's get me some more health. This next section is quite the challenge, so it'd be nice to have some extra health. So, big news. We are, as of episode 60, going to move to this being a once per week, I think, challenge run. What that allows me is a little more time to devote to other things on the channel. Right now, the creation of this is basically 100% of my time. I'm able to occasionally record the outside episode, but this has become a huge portion of my recording schedule. And I need to pull back a little bit to be able to do something else. And that's more or less following what I see. When this rolled out, there was a decent amount of viewership. Now there's not a decent amount of viewership. So, loud and clear, I hear you. I'm going to move on to something else. I have a few things planned that will hopefully take this game's place with a similar feel, but I think the time commitment is going to be materially less. I think that'll be good. I think that will be very good. But if you're heartbroken to see Daily Dead Cells go, I would love to hear from you below. Now remember that I'm not going away. What you'll just be getting is something different than this. Not that I'm going to stop trying to get something out there more often. I had historically held a, let's call it a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule in my recordings, and I 86'd Saturday in order to do a daily. And that was not at all a fair trade in terms of my time. So hopefully, this extra capacity does a few things for me. One, hopefully this extra capacity allows me to spend a little bit more time with my family who've not seen that much of me as I've tried to get these episodes done. And hopefully simultaneously I'm able to delve into some other stuff that has been hanging around. I have some great new games in line with the channel and what I enjoy doing. Retro games that I believe deserve some love, and I would like to get back to them. We started with, Illusions of Gaia, my favorite game, quite possibly of all time. If it's not A Link to the Past, it's Illusions. And RimWorld, I would like to get back to that with the new 1.0 version upcoming. So I think this being relegated to a once-a-week slot, and perhaps setting aside, a full hour of time to just do runs, I think that could be good. I think that could be more interesting than what we're doing today. Again, if you disagree, if you have strong feelings either way, I'd love to hear in the comments below. Started off with some good comments in this series, and again, those have worn out. That's okay. That is okay. As I've said when we scaled back Paper Mario, not everyone's cup of tea, not what everyone wants to see. I get that. Lacerating War, thank you. Are you better? You might be better. Although I do get the arrows back, which I think applies to the knives as well, which is probably very good. What do we got? Oh, Lightning Bolt. Yep, Lightning Bolt. That's a thing. Yeah, so that's where we're at, and hopefully we'll get a few more really good runs in before we call it quits. Hopefully this run and the next one will be very good. Then we'll move off this format to weekly Dead Cells, which I think would be fun. Because the only other option was to record something and then chop it up. And I don't know about you, but I despise when YouTubers cut up content just to turn something that should just be one go into like 6 different pieces. Hey, look at this, we got a tactics build. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I do hold it against people who do that, because, you batch recorded the thing, and then you literally just threw a cut in, and a lot of times, like, not even an intro, outro. Not my favorite thing in the world, so I'm going to avoid that. I would rather put 100% effort into doing this once a week, rather than putting 50% effort into doing this occasionally. Covers with oil. Burning. Trail of Flames. That is amazing. That is amazing. This is a really good set. I'm incredibly happy with what I've gotten in this run. Number 2 is I actually lost a few recordings I had earlier, which is incredibly annoying. Just for whatever reason in my head, I'm moving them off, and I'm like, oh, okay. I like dragged and dropped them, and I'm like, yeah, now I can delete this. No. Turns out I couldn't delete it because it wasn't done yet. Why do I have X times 2? Oh, is something giving me freaking insta-death? That's not great. I don't like that. Alright. What is insta-death? Alright, we gotta respec Lightning Bolt when we get out of here. Lightning Bolt's amazing. I'm not getting rid of Lightning Bolt, but I need to get rid of those effects. 100% damage taken is just suicide in this game. You're not going to dodge every enemy attack. I do like the Trail of Flames. That is awfully nice little touch. Alright, this is terrible. I'm incredibly scared at the moment. Yeah, so I have some other stuff that I think would be a lot of fun. Again, I like lore in games. This game had you know, some fun little bits of lore, and I still greatly enjoy the little bits you find here and there. But this has devolved more into a get-to-the-end type thing. And with the Link to the Past done, and us starting some new stuff, it seems like a time for a change. We'll probably get back on a 3-day plus a week schedule. I don't know if it'll be 3 days a week, or if it'll be 4 days a week, or if it'll be 2 days a week with bonus content spattered in, but we shall see. The other thing I've noticed is as time has gone on, my willingness to just pump things out has gone down. Not that I'm not willing to put in the time to create content, but I'm more discerning in terms of what I consider decent content. And I'm fine with deleting something that I don't particularly like, much more than I was at the beginning. So I would rather do more with a better quality than do more altogether. So that's where we're at. If I had steady viewership, I would put it out to a vote or whatnot. But the simple fact of the matter is my viewership is nothing to write home about. Ergo, I don't feel tremendously bad about making this decision in a unilateral manner and not necessarily soliciting feedback. If you are watching this and you do have feedback, I would love to hear it. Love to hear it. Okay, you're dead. So what are we doing? Well, our guild is a little helter-skelter right now because I have put a little bit too much into survival. That being said, we're going to have to do it at some point. So, be it now or be it later, I always like to get to the castle with about 4,000 health. We are going to blow that out of the water because we're not even out of ramps yet and we have 2,000 health. That's pretty significant if we haven't taken the perk that allows us more health. That's a pretty big deal. Alright, on to Black Bridge. This fight should be, in my mind, as long as I can get rid of that double damage thing, pretty easy. I need to not fry myself to death and keep the dots up. That seems worth it. Okay, so we do bleeding, burned, etc., etc. We don't have melee attacks, but we could cool down skills. Cutting it in half or more is going to be pretty material as we get on. Specifically dropping that toxic cloud, I find, is an amazing way to just melt the health off of an enemy. At 8 minutes, we should be due to be able to get the timer door, and we should be able to unlock unlock something cool. Let's just say that. Remember that time you burnt to death? That was great. Oh, we'll get over it. Ooh, unfortunately, it did not work out so well for me. That worked out okay, actually. Got him! This is a mighty good weapon set. I think I can make do with this. What are you? Let's see. 3L. Colorless, as is your garbage. Alright, so here's a little bit of an update. Since I didn't show in my earlier runs, this will be news to everybody. I have put a lot of time in to get cells, and this should put us over the first plus quality tier, I think. Oh my gosh, we're still not over it. That is insane. we have been just dumping cells, almost 300 cells into that one bucket to try and get plus gear on the board. We have a healthy amount where 60% of our gear is of plus quality. So plus is just basically the nice to have on top. Okay, let's hit a timer door. So we need to just dump into tactics because we are a little light on scrolls at this point. We had a light first 2 sections, so let's look for scrolls as we go. We need scrolls and elite enemies. That's basically what we're at. Or guys with stars over their heads. Because we're just going to stack them scrolls. One thing about the Force Lightning is it is really slow. Really slow. There's a fire attack that I saw in an earlier daily that I would like to know how to unlock because it looks pretty sweet. I feel like I'm running around like a chicken with a head cut off at the moment, but let's see what we got. Okay. Literally no reward for that whatsoever. Alright, let's get out here. Past you. Yeah, no, we are, do we want to try it? 31 cells. No, we're not going to try it. Perhaps later. Perhaps if we're in bad shape later, we'll try it. But that just seems dumb at this point. No matter how confident I am in my abilities, those things are... they're bad bets. This should be a food shop, I think. Pastry man? No, it's not a food shop, but it doesn't have much in the way of things that I'm particularly interested in at the moment. And again, that could change when we get some plus quality stuff on the board. I could suddenly actually care. Come on. Up the stairs. Thank you. We're going to take the secret route. And... perfect. Woohoo! I haven't gone this way in a while. Let's cross over. We've pretty much almost universally done the clock tower. Let's do something that isn't the clock tower this time. And let's take that next. Was this the sewer, is it? Or the sepulcher? What is it? The sepulcher. Yeah, let's do the sepulcher. This is a nightmarish section, but yeah, look who's here. Me. It's a nightmarish section, but let's see what we can do with it nonetheless. I would like my Trail of Flames back, please. Okay, or spreading that would work as well. Okay. Okay. I can live with that. I'm good on health. Alright, Sepulcher time. Sepulcher can be an easy walk through the cakey park, where there's cake on the sidewalk and cake in the trees, or cake everywhere. Or it can be literal hell. I'm hoping that's literal hell, because that'd be interesting. Look at that, 13 minutes we had. Good there. What do we got? All the cells? You gonna be all the cells? 2 scrolls, I like that. 12 perps is where it's at. That is pretty significant. 30 cells. No teleport is active. Okay. 30 cells is not bad either. Man could get used to that. What do we got? Oh, excellent. It's going to be teleport hell, isn't it? Alright, who's going to give me the most health? With you. I don't think it would work with this build. We don't have a lot of frost or oiling going on. But it could. I'm not going to rule that out. Ah, you turd. Alright, head here. We are absolutely maxed out on perps. So this is not officially plague knives, because it's going to cause plague to spread to everybody. Victims burn, shots penetrate, blah 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 blah. That is some mighty good DPS. And it's upgradable. Goodbye, lightning bolt. Come on, my friend. Alright. That was chaos mode, but that's okay. Burning the ground, gold over an unlimited distance. That's not useful at all. Alright, we need a crypt key. That's where it goes, at least. Alright, red, green scroll. What do we got? We'll take a red. Alright, that's excellent. All the dead things. And I'm guessing my crypt key is down here. Yep, look at that. Lovely. This is, surprisingly calm. I approve. Generally, this is actual, literal hell. An elite, let's get him. Alright, damage is inflicted, gold as well as the self. I don't know about that. Yeah, that's much better. What do we want? Damage inflicted on the enemy. That seems better. I don't know. Might not be. Might not be, but we'll see. Also, all these cells. I do enjoy some cells. Thank you. Alright. I think we gotta go up. Let's go up. The challenge of this area is not necessarily enemies. It's the panic that sets in when you realize you have no time left. you get a boogie. Alright, there's my second crypt key. So, at least we know where we're heading. So, fun fact with this build, it's just bleeding all day long. Which is actually pretty sweet. This Marksman only has three ammo? Feels weird. Wish I'd seen that before. Inflicts a critical hit, colorless, movement, pierce the first target, and shoots in front of you. I mean, I guess I can work with that. It's not terrible. It doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel terrible. Alright, so we have explored those two directions. So here and up is got to be where it is. Alright, this looks promising. And by promising, I mean difficult. What do we got? Ooh. That hurt my soul, that hurt my soul, that hurt my soul, that hurt my soul. Get out of here. Okay. Alright, did I rightly see that there was a teleporter back here? I did. Excellent. So that was key number 2, which I think puts us on pace to get out. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, that really hurt a lot. Many times that hurt. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's stand there for a sec. Alright, what do we got? We got another scroll. Yeah, let's keep on keeping on there. How do we feel? Let's top up for a second. I can't risk 64 cells for a maybe. I can't do it. I can't do it. Because every time we've done that room, it hasn't paid off in a material way. So no effing thank you. We're going to try Clock Room with a really weird build. Really weird build. Anything going to help me? I don't think so. Oop, didn't want to do that. We're within 150 of a restock, which is pretty sweet. What do we got? Colorless increase. I don't love this. I do love having more ammo. I love that even more. Fire, bleeding, oil, bleeding. Alright, so the start is the bow. The throwing knives are the constant, and the abilities are what's going to get me by. So ooh. Let's finish this. Alright, cool. So the poison cloud is keeping him dotted. Alright. Sippy sippy. Come on. Chew him down. Slow motion. Alright. What do we get? A repeater crossbow. Yeah, that seems amazing. Okay. I mean, we'll have to see how this works out. I am one who believes that usually a mixed tactic works. Which is why that frantic sword always appeals to me so much. What are we going to do? Well, we might as well keep going. It's so close. Flames, ammo, poison, pierce. I can deal with that. Bleeding spreads more ammo. Oil, electrocution, poison, and bleeding to the target. I'm actually okay with all that. I have way too much gold, but there's not much I can do about it at this point, except perhaps respec. Sadism is where it's at. Efficiency is where it's at. Necromancy I could do without. I could double my ammo. Nope, let's stay as is. If we pull a weapon in the middle of this round, we might need 20-something thousand to get like a plus type. Oh, last banquet held was served upon human flesh. Interesting. Alright, so that is pretty sweet. Alright, nope. Red door. Alright, this is going to be hard. The repeater is somewhat slow. These guys are somewhat fast. Ooh, that really hurt. And somehow they hurt a little bit more here. Possibly it's just my soul that they hurt. Go. Down. No, down. Okay. Alright. Lacerating ore and poison. And chew him down. Oh god. That's a lot of malaise. Let's get out of this nonsense. Easy exit. Excellent. We are low on health. Let's sip up. Alright, let's think this through. More deeps is more good. Nope, nope, messed up. Get to the shop, get to the shop, get to the shop. Get to the shopper! What do we got? Toxic cloud, burning target. I don't have anything really burning target. Poisoned bleeding. Toxic cloud. This should be better. If I'm smart, this should be better. I mean, that's a big if, right? If I'm smart. But we'll see. Knife dance. Stun him. Already done the red room. Okay, well that was terrible. Bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Okay. What do we got? I have 40,000 gold I would love to spend. If you could give me a shop that had some stuff in it, I would spend it. I would help the economy. Give me some more help. No, 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 I don't want that. No, I don't want your hugs. I'm A-okay without your hugs. Green room. What is green room? This little spiny guy? I think this little spiny guy. This is a better outcome. Ow. Got him. Ooh, Impaler, critical hit up against a wall. Huge damage number, burning poison, shoots arrows. 100% damage taken. But it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Do it. Do it and have regrets later. Just don't get hit, right? Just don't get hit. That's all I gotta do. Just not get hit, right? That easy. I gotta respect that thing. I gotta find my way out, and I gotta respect this thing. If I can respect this thing, it'd be so good. What is this? We get double upgraded Sinew Slicer. What do we got? Toxic Cloud. Way better than my Toxic Cloud. Burns. Electrocutes. Volley of arrows. Better, 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 best. Do I give up one purple? Yes, I do. So I can upgrade that. Okay. Okay, go up, go up, go up, go up. What do we got? Did we find it? We found the blue door. Blue door of death. Did we find it? I don't think we found it. What on earth could this thing be? Just want the exit. Alright, let's look about. Could be here. Let's try that. Down the end of this hall. Alright, well, that's something. Magnetic grenade, ice grenade. Gotta tell you, the ice grenade is tempting. Yeah, throne room. Excellent. We have a damn near infinite amount of money. Let us get that Impaler spec the way we want it, and that Poison Cloud spec'd up. Start with that. Covers oil that burns around you. Electrocutes. So that's pretty good. Okay. Nope. 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 Yes. 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 So many times, yes. Alright, necromancy is useless in this situation. Reset, sadism, vengeance, efficiency. There's no point in investing in something that's going to heal us for killing enemies. We're so few and far between killing enemies in the throne room that it's just not worth it. We'll say if we're going to send this off, you know, if we could kill this boss here in the next run or two, I'd feel pretty good about life. Okay, got it, good. Okay, get up to the top. Oh god. Oh god! That's a terrible attack! Stop doing that! Oh god! Come on, kill him! Alright, we are in phase 3, I think? Or in roguelike games like this, I like to call it the cheaty phase. For those of you who play FTL, you'll realize the cheaty phase is when all of a sudden, for no particular well-explained reason, the thing comes back half broken, half destroyed, and attacks you. Oh god. Nope. That was the best run we've had thus far, by far. Oh my goodness, we almost took him down. It is possible. That is a good way to lead up to the next episode. Are we going to beat it while we're still doing daily dead cells? Or will the less frequent dead cells showing be where we defeat him? You better tune in to find out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.